What's up my fellow prodigies, ProdiJay here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to start up a YouTube channel because a lot of people, they seem to ask me every day how to start up a channel of their own, so I decided to make a video about that. Now the things I'm going to be discussing in the video, it's going to range from the equipment that you need to the software that you'll be making your videos with. Now if you don't agree with something that I say, that's fine, but I'm going to try and help out the ones who are totally confused about where to start. And I'll be sure to get into more detail because there's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to start up a YouTube channel, but I personally think that this video will help all you guys wanting to try YouTube out. Now before we start talking about equipment and stuff, one of the first things you want to do is have the right mindset for YouTube. Now what I mean about that is, don't be trying to start a channel and expect to get a lot of money, and don't even try to do it for the money because you're going to be very low at first. Now, a year from now, do you think you will be continuing to do YouTube? Because most people I see start a YouTube channel, expect to be big and all that, but they end up quitting in like 2 weeks. Because trust me, YouTube is not easy as it seems. It's actually pretty difficult because many things can happen. Because after my second video, my Sony Vegas crashed and I couldn't make a video for nearly a week. I mean, I almost considered quitting YouTube right there and then, but I got it working later on, and now that's my most viewed video on my channel. If you're going to start YouTube, you better be ready for what is to come, positives and the negatives, because you don't want to have the thought of quitting like how I did. Moving on to equipment, if you're a console gamer like me, you want to buy a capture card like the Elgato to record your gameplay with. Now right now, I currently have the Elgato, but there is a popular one right now called the Elgato HD60, which allows you to record 1080p 60 FPS. But if I could tell anyone, don't spend your money on the Elgato because it's kinda expensive. That's why I would stick with the Elgato HD because it gets the job done. Now, if you don't want the Elgato, you could get the Hauppauge HD PVR, which is slightly cheaper, but the downside of it is that it isn't as small and slick like the Elgato HD. Now, if you have no money to spend, but you have a PS4, you can just record the gameplay using the system software, upload it to YouTube as unlisted, then download the video so you could edit it in your video editing software. By the way, if you're confused about what this stuff is, there will be links in the description and I'll be answering questions in the comments below. Now, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you're going to need a microphone, and when I say you need a mic, don't be thinking, oh, I can easily use my headset that I used to talk with my friends. No. If you want to start YouTube, you need a quality microphone or at least a decent enough mic to record with. And I'm not saying the mic I have right now is perfect, but it gets the job done. Now, a lot of people say they get a Blue Snowball because it's apparently a great starter microphone, but what would you say if I found a cheaper and a greater sounding mic that you could get? Well, most people don't know about this mic, but it's called the Florian BM100 microphone, which I'm pretty sure is around $30, which is cheaper than a Blue Snowball. Now the microphone that I'm using isn't a Florian mic, it's actually a headset. Now guess how much I spent on this headset. About $20 to $25. For this price, it's a decent and clear mic. Even my friends say that I sound pretty clear, and people always ask what it's called. Well, it's called the Geotech EX05S, and it's a comfy headset with over-ear cups, and the microphone arm is flexible. But I have to say there's one downside to this. The cord to these headphones is like 4 feet long, I swear. So keep that in consideration, but overall, this headset is pretty good for its price. Now I know some people are going to ask about using a webcam in their videos. Well, I personally don't think that you should be doing facecam videos until you grow a bit larger. But hey, I'm still going to recommend one, which will be the Logitech C920, which is one of the most recommended webcams out there for small to medium sized YouTubers. Now I know it seems pricey for its purpose, and I agree, which I propose that instead of buying the webcam, I just don't get why people just don't record themselves using their iPhone or Android and put it on a tripod. You can find a tripod for a cheap price, and you can do this method if your phone has good quality camera. Again, I don't suggest that you do facecam videos until you're slightly bigger on YouTube. Now moving on to softwares, there's going to be some softwares that you need to do YouTube with. A video, animation, audio, and a graphics editing software. Now the first thing I want to discuss is the animation software. You're going to need a program that you're going to edit your intro with for your videos. Now the program that you'll be getting for your intro will depend on the YouTube intro that you want to make it in, or it depends on the intro template that you decide to download. For me, my intro template was for Cinema 4D, but it can differ to Blender, Sony Vegas, and etc. Next up, we're going to need audio software. Now the main popular one that everyone uses, including myself, is Audacity, which is a free program that you can download, and in this program, this allows you to do all sorts of stuff to your voice, like add bass to your voice, remove background noise, and just a lot of cool stuff that you can do to your voice. Next up on the list, you're going to need a graphics software. Now what I mean by this is you're going to need a program where you can make overlays on your videos, make thumbnails, and even more. Now the program that I use is Adobe Photoshop, which I think everyone should use because the quality that you get out of it is so cool and nice. But one downside of it is that it's hard to learn about how to use it, because for about 2 hours after I got Photoshop for the first time, I literally had no idea where to start or how to do anything. But I quickly learned what to do after I watched a few tutorials on it. Last thing up on the list is going to be your video editing software. Now there are two programs that I'm going to be recommending for two types of people. First one is Sony Vegas Pro 13. Now this software, I use it to edit my videos in, and they come out great. It's actually pretty easy to use once you fool around with a couple of tools, but I want to save that for another video. But one thing I can say about this program is this is for people who have a decent computer, and if you have a laptop, I wouldn't recommend Sony Vegas at all, but it depends on how fast and how good your laptop is. The second video editing program is called Camtasia. Now the reason I recommend this to laptop users and slow computers is because the rendering speed on Camtasia is twice the speed of the time of rendering on Sony Vegas. Also, if you don't know a lot about editing, Camtasia is also for you because it has simple, easy to learn video tools that anyone could use. Now that I told you guys all the stuff that you're going to need, this is the part where I want to tell you guys some tips that are going to help you in your YouTube career. Now one of my first tips is quality over quantity. Now people, when they first start YouTube, they think they have to upload as much as possible, but they don't keep in consideration of how good of a quality video it is. So if you're going to be doing YouTube, always do quality over quantity, because if you look at most of my vids, they look professional because I took my time on them. Next one is about collabs. Now this also goes out to the people that ask me to collab with them. I'm sorry, but you can't ask to collab with a YouTuber unless you think your quality of your videos are close enough to that YouTuber's video. Because for example, let's get a guy with 50 subs asking a guy with 5,000 to collab. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the real truth, because I've been asked to collab with some people, but I say no a lot because they're not going to help me grow with their 50 subscribers. This is also another thing. It might sound selfish, but you can't collab with someone unless you know both people will grow a fair amount. And I'm a nice guy, but people need to understand collabs more in depth. Another tip that I have to say is to be ready to say no to people, because like I said before, I say no to some collabs, but some people have trouble with that. Now if you have a YouTube channel, most of the time your friends are going to ask about recording with them in your videos. Now in my preference, you're going to have to say no to them if they talk over each other a lot, mess around too much that you can barely record, they have a potato microphone, or other stuff that will downgrade the quality of your videos. Now I'm not saying that you can't play with your friends, but if your quality of the video is still good, go for it. Right here, I'm gonna just list the rest of the tips out. Try your very best, because you don't want a guy to come to your channel and watch a video that looks like you really tried on it. Make your YouTube name catchy and have no numbers or unnecessary characters in it, because you want a name that people can remember you from. Hey guys, have you heard of Zyobo? Now that's a catchy name. Hey guys, have you heard of CRAZYDARKNESS 2259XX360? Who in the world is gonna remember that? Also, for the love of God, don't steal thumbnails from YouTubers. Actually make them, or find a thumbnail template when you start out, because my first two videos were when I used templates, but the videos after that, those are thumbnails that I made once I improved working on Photoshop. I'm just gonna end off right here with my tips, because the concept of YouTube is simple. Make quality videos and you get more subscribers. Not make a crappy video and expect to get millions of views. Now this video is to go over the stuff needed to start a YouTube channel, not to go into detail about how to edit a video or how to improve your audio, because then this video would take a bit longer. That's why I will be making other videos about how to do all that stuff individually. But if you guys do the stuff like I said, you could grow pretty fast as long as you have nice quality videos. And if you guys have any more questions about your YouTube channel, I will answer as much as I can to help in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and still drop a like and comment down below a question for my Q&A video coming soon, because this will be the last chance for you guys to ask me a question about me or my channel. And if you haven't already, go follow me on Twitter at ProdiJayGamerYT, because I would love to interact with you guys more on it. Again, if you don't agree with this video, that's fine, and I hope this didn't offend anyone wanting to start YouTube, or if you have a channel, because I was trying to be real as possible. Subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.